All right. Howdy. Welcome, thrill seekers. I am working on a song called Breezy. And this is another one with lyrics, another one that I'm recreating from my old instrumentals and adding my own lyrics to not ChatGPT, etc. And this one is called Breezy. So, yeah, I wrote the lyrics here. It's very simple. These are pretty simple lyrics. It took me a while to output. I kept outputting iterations of it with the Suno until I found one I liked. I created quite a few, probably about 15 different. Well, let's say 8 different versions, and then 16. It always does two for every request, and I changed the lyrics here and there. This is the one I liked, and I'm not there's a certain point where I don't want to just spend too much time on any one song unless it's like really a classic or I consider it might be a classic. This one I don't. I'm going to be honest. Uh, this one's more, I guess you could call it, quote, fluff, but all the music I'm creating is with the goal of uplifting people, society, whatever you want, however you want to look at it. Now, I've separated out. Here, I'll play you a little bit of the track. Here it is, like as it is together.
The warm wind is blowing across Biscayne Bay. As I'm sailing my catamaran on this spectacular day.
Now, you can see I totally misspelled catamaran. Well, when you spell it correctly, about 50% of the, or 40% of the time, it was saying catamaran instead of catamaran. So I thought I'd write it out phonetically. And when I did, instead of saying catamaran, it goes catamaran. And I like that. It's kind of like he's emphasizing the word catamaran. Well, he's not doing it out of any artistic flair. It's because of the way I phonetically spelled it and separated it out like that. Okay, here we go. So now what I do is I go through these to check out like leveling of volumes, but right now mainly to check for glitches and to fix them if I can. And I'll just tell you if I find a glitch, and I think there's already one right around here, if I can like go here and like delete a certain amount and fix it, and it's a lot more uncrude than that, the way I do it, then I have to make up for the amount of space I take away. Remember, this all has to match up with instruments. So if I were to like take out I hate when you do that. You zoom in and it gets rid of the image. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, there, as long as I click on it, it should be okay. So no matter how much I get rid of, if I get rid of 0.138 seconds, then I have to go 0.138 and copy and paste space so that the rest of the song matches up with the instruments correctly. All right, let's go.
The warm wind is blowing.
Yeah, there's our first anomaly.
Blowing.
Now, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can have it record that section, have it output it and see if it fixes it. But this is usually the fastest way, the easiest.
Blowing.
It's easier when it's more obvious visually, and it more than 50% of the time you can see it'll like make a dip. But here it's not so plain and clear. Well, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's it. Right. So what I need to do is it's easier when the patterns look the same here and here, before and after the glitch, but they don't exactly. So you have to kind of go by feel, I'm going to go here where it comes off this mountain up and then down and meets the line. You have to get as close to, want to get as close to possible to meeting the line. You can see the individual digital points. This is about as close as it gets. So one thing I can do, I don't always do this, is I make a mark. Now I know exactly where it is. We go out, we want to come back in, and it's close to a similar place at the end. Now that's 0.075. If it's under 100, you're not usually giving up too much rhythm. See, look at this. It meets the line here or here, so you kind of have to split the difference. And we listen to that, and if it's good, I can make a note here. I can smooth this out a little bit if it's glitchy. Hope sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
The warm wind is blowing.
No, it didn't work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes you just leave it. Another idea is just to take out very little of it, here to here. And sometimes when you try too much, sometimes you need to go far to make it work. Oh, that's a nice place right there. I'm not going to make notes. Here, again, split the difference. And we'll see if this works. It looks more correct, but
The warm wind is blowing.
yes. Then you get the magic wow. Now then I have to find out what I don't remember the time, so I undo that. 0.013, that's nothing. Now I'm going to redo it. Now we redid the edit.
Blowing.
0.013, that's going to be very, you almost don't need to do it when it's that small. You have to zoom way in just to, 3, there it is. Copy and paste. Now I have moved this over 0.013, so it's going to be even. Let's continue our journey. And I don't need that. Didn't really matter. I could have left the marker there.
Across Biscayne.
Another one.
Across Biscayne.
Yeah, they've been doing better lately, but not now. Not with...
Across Biscayne Bay. Across Biscayne Bay. Across. Cross.
I was wondering if the anomaly was in here, but it is in here. Since it's the beginning of a word, it might be a little easier. I have to decide where, like, something like here to here. But the anomaly could be right in here.
Cross.
I wish there were a way. Now with AI, eventually, and I'm wondering, I haven't checked, this is SoundForge, the name of the software, and they've advanced it far beyond this particular version, which is 7.0. And if anybody who knows SoundForge would laugh at me for using something so old. I don't know if it's 2016 or before. It may be like 2012. It's very old, more than 10 years old. But I like this version. But it's possible the later versions have an AI feature. It would be very nice if you had a feature that I need to turn off the email. I'll be right back. Okay. What have we got here? Oh, this pisses me off. Well, you have to click on it. It's one of, well, that could be a downside of Windows, but of SoundForge 7, but I got to tell you, that usually doesn't happen. I had that feeling it has something to do with the fact that I'm recording and doing a screen capture, and that's taking a lot of the resources of video. That's probably what's happening, visual things.
Across Biscayne.
All right, back to work.
Across Biscayne. Across Biscayne.
I don't even remember if I did anything. Sounds okay.
Across Biscayne.
It's really not horrible, but yeah, I haven't done anything yet, I can tell. So I am just going to make a note of it this time. we're going to, that's the C. Yeah, let's just do that. And it's 0.032.
Yeah. Across Biscayne Bay.
Wow, I'm very pleasantly surprised. 032. There it is, 032. I don't have to even zoom in. Copy, paste, done. Save that. I like to make the window sound. Welcome. Okay, here we go.
As I'm sailing my catamaran on this spectacular day,
Those two were pretty close to perfect.
with you by my side, yeah, you're making life, making,
There we go.
yeah, you're making,
That's a bad one. Is it here? Yeah, now you can see it. You can see it. I'm sounding like that AI voice. You can see it right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go like that. So what I'm doing there is a general, here's another way of approaching this, is I'm doing a general edit, like a general where I want, the general area. Now I zoom in and find, it's like a puzzle. I go, okay, it's this, there's rough mountain, smooth mountain, rough mountain, smooth mountain, you see. So we're going to go up smooth mountain, like a ride at Disneyland. And smooth mountain. Is it up smooth mountain? Let me see. Yes. Oh. Now I'm going to go here and look. Up the smooth mountain. Be like, I'm trying to find one with a good center line. Yeah, the closer you can edit to where the waveform, it's perfect. Crosses a center line. The more likely there's not going to be a glitch. You're going to fix it. 0.015. Very good. That's very little. All right, it looks like I repaired it.
making,
Not as it's better.
yeah, you're making life.
That would be acceptable with the instrumentation, but because we can possibly do better. Is that correct? It looks like it might be. We're going to do a little more at the up part of the next. Yeah, that's good. This one. Yeah, that's good. It's right there on the line. 0.021. All right, let's see how that is.
Making,
That fixed it.
yeah, you're making life easy.
And it's like I didn't do an edit. And that's when you're like, oh, like butter. And you go to 0.021, 021, copy, paste. Now I've moved all of these vocals to where they were. Welcome. Let's continue.
Enjoying our time.
Another one. This is worse than it has been. It's only created a couple anomalies per whole song. Now it's like every 2 or 3. Yeah.
Enjoying our time.
Another one that's fixable. The good news is it's in the middle of it's not like I'd like to go to the store. And in the middle of one of those words, like we like to go to the store. In the middle of that would be much more difficult to make sound like you don't have an edit. We have to figure out where it is. I'm guessing. I probably am right in the middle of it because if I can't hear it on either end, it's definitely not the best. This one with the vagina. Don't talk about the vagina. So anyway, then we're going to use this one here. Oh, it's not perfect down here, you see, but it's not too far off. We make a note here. Now, and we could find another one, but now, well, I'm going to sneeze, so I'll pause this. Okay, I sneezed, and it was kind of funny, but I didn't want to leave it. Okay, so the closest vagina. Okay. I mean, it's like, I don't know how many people are going to see this video. Here's another one where the top one's good, the bottom one is not as good. But it's 0.021, delete. You see down here? Now, I can go ahead and fix that now. There's something called a pencil tool. And that would be a good example, by connect this to this. And even though I'm artificially messing with the waveform, it doesn't, if you don't do too much of it, it doesn't sound like it doesn't go ee or anything like that.
Enjoying our time.
Nope, that did not fix it. Did not fix it. So I don't think we caught it. I have a feeling we need to go farther over this way. Maybe farther over that way. I mean, this kind of rough. Let me look. I don't want to get rid of it. I don't have a marker here either. It's just a double hill. Let's try this. Oh boy. Nope. Interesting how sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's very interesting. Is it starting to go bad there? Should we start it from here? There is another idea. Go here. It's like definitely smooth here. We're going to get rid of the middle one. We're going to go from here to here. If it doesn't work, we could look for this same line somewhere else in the song. That's often a much quicker and easier way to fix. Maybe we might have to do that. If this doesn't work, we'll do that. So what we're going to do is I made the two lines. That's another way of doing it I didn't think of. Like you isolate the area you want to excise with markers. Then you zoom in, right? And then you move the marker to where you want it, where you want to do the excise there, which would be the beginning of the top of a big hill, and then beginning of a big hill. Yeah, that's about as good as it's going to get. Yeah, we go here, and we go like that, and then we zoom in. Yeah, that's it. Let's see how that works. No. Now what we're going to do, usually it doesn't take this long. You see it to find this line later in somewhere else in the song. So we go
Enjoying our time.
Enjoying our time.
Yeah, you're made for light
The question is,
and breezy.
do we have that somewhere else?
More and more, you and the wind temperature, life so I'm enjoying sailing, enjoying our time. sail in the bay.
I could try to use.
I'm enjoying our time.
Is that the line?
Enjoying our time. Yeah, you're making life easy. Yeah, you're making.
There's another one there. Wow, this is a lot, very glitchy output.
Making life
I'll
easy.
leave that one. It does get covered up somehow with the instrument, somewhat with the other instrumentation. So,
Yeah, you're making life easy.
and then we can go.
Sailing, I'm enjoying our time.
I could put that in. Okay, we'll make a mark and then see if it.
While it's so enjoying our time. So light and breezy. So light.
Oh my God.
So light and breezy. So light and breezy. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy.
We're gonna yeah, make it a little bit of a change to the song, which I think will still work. It's not as powerful. So what we do is we find out how long this is.
I'm enjoying our time. Say,
Let's see.
I'm enjoying our time.
Yeah, good. So we're going to go to 3.3. We're going to zoom in. 3.300 just to make it nice and even. Now, here.
Enjoying our time. Enjoy.
Problem is, see, it's longer. Now, where's the glitch? Maybe we can do something else.
Enjoying our time.
Enjoying our time. It'll sound too.
Time.
Or I can continue to work on this. Because I think if I get the right combination, I can fix it. Like, what if it's only here? I want to try one more time. Sorry, I couldn't resist. All right, so we're going to go. All right, we'll just use this endpoint. Beginning of it. All right. And here, should be a little more tricky. It'd be, the analogous point is, well, right there. No. Nah, no. So.
Enjoying our time.
This would be really strange.
Enjoying our time. Time.
That would be too much of it. No. Now there's another way of doing this. There's two ways right now that I can see, because I want to move along here. Leave it the way it is.
Enjoying our time.
3 different ways. The other way is to take out the line. But with the instrumentation, it might be acceptable. Without the instrument, if it was an a cappella song, it wouldn't be. So I'm saying I'm going to vote for leaving it in right now. The other way is find another version of the song where I say that, because I have all these other versions, do an extracting of the stems and then play. But, I think I'm just going to leave it. Let's continue.
It's so light and breezy. It's breezy.
Okay, this part's good.
It's breezy. It's breezy. So light and breezy.
Nice. Oh, it's not supposed to be in the vocal section. That's okay. It'll meld in with the instruments. It abruptly stops there, just in case that's an issue. I've never had that happen where an instrument got in there.
So light and breezy.
I could just cut that. Well, it's a very nice sax, so I don't want to get if it's not extant in the instrumental part of that. I want it there. But what I'll do is this. Here's a little trick. Add some reverb to it. Yeah, that will blend better if it needs it. Yeah.
More and more I'm realizing that
There's a little glitch here, but I'm going to leave it
more and more,
right here.
more and more
It goes, I'll leave it.
I'm realizing that you and the wind are mesmerizing. And the temperature here is rising. You're making my life so easy. I'm enjoying our time, sailing the bay. While it's so light and breezy, it's breezy, it's breezy, it's breezy, so light and breezy. While it's so light and breezy, it's breezy, it's breezy, it's breezy, so it's breezy,
Yeah.
breezy, breezy, it's easy, breezy, it's breezy, it's breezy, 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 breezy.
By the way, occasionally I turn the volume of the microphone down so it doesn't feed back through and you hear like a double echo. So I just have to figure out where it is. I'll make a mark here and see if that seems about right.
Breeze, breeze,
A little before.
breeze, breeze.
Right where the mark is, yeah. You don't really see much of an anomaly, but I have a feeling this one might be easier to fix than the other one, that last one. The waveform is certainly more uniform, but it's almost too uniform, so I don't see like a, you like to see a cycle. Well, you can see there's, it goes fat, thin, fat, thin, fat, thin. So what we want to do is, let's do it where it's coming down off of a fat section. There, right there. And you've been watching long enough now to know that it can work sometimes. And we'll come down off this fat section. What we're trying to do is you try to match it up. Matching waveforms, that's the trick. Now, let's see if that worked.
It's breezy.
No, it didn't.
It's breezy.
Wow.
Breezy.
And it's not horrible. I'm just going to go middle of fat, middle of fat. Oh, it's on the down swing. All right, let's see how that is. I have a feeling it might work.
It's breezy.
It fixed it. It's so strange when it works. It's just, wow. 0.069. Hey, hey, hey. As this guy, guy would say when I'm watching Vegas, Matt, when anything has a 69 in it. So 0.069. We can either, there's two different ways we can go. We can go,
It's
yeah. Although that's not silent, you're not likely to glitch with that small a waveform. So 0.061. We could do that. Oh, 69. Like, it might glitch. Let's do that. Well, we want it to be exact. There. Copy. Paste. And let's see if that sounds too glitchy.
breezy. It's breezy.
No, it's fine. It's a breath. It's fine. So I save that.
It's breezy,